Virgo, hello there. I hope you're keeping well. So this is your collective love reading. It's going to run from the 20th of October up until the 17th of November. Remember though guys, it is collective, so just claim the bits that do fit, drop those that don't. Just before we go any further, if you could click that subscribe button for me, that'd be amazing. Thank you very much. And as you can see here already, the spread is it's a full moon guys. It is. And yeah, I'm feeling the energies coming in really intensely with it being a full moon this evening. So if there is anything that you want to let go of, anything that you want to release, any type of forgiveness, tonight will be the ideal time to do it. You can even write that down and burn it. Or you can even just do meditation, a cord cutting meditation or a full moon meditation. There's a wealth of full moon meditations that's on YouTube, and they'll be able to give you guidance. You can sometimes feel like there's something you want to let go of, but not quite know what it is. And the meditations are able to guide you towards whatever that is, if it is hidden. Okay, so tonight would be ideal for that. But the intensity of the energy that's coming through this evening is yeah, it really is something. So I'm going to put it out there from the beginning. I may start to stammer a lot, start to get my words all caught up and just say the wrong words or start channeling really quickly. It's just the energy that's coming through. Okay, so the cards here, they're already underway. And as you can see at the back, this is where Spirit sees you as of this moment, the current energy. Remember, you're all on different timelines. Some of you Virgos, you may not be at this point yet. Some of you may be way past it. Some of you, this is where you'll be. But collectively, Spirit is seeing you as, I'd say, being inspired, getting a spark or an injection of creativity, a fierce type of energy, or there's a movement that's coming through, something new. I'm hearing like a comeback, wanting to reignite. This is for some of you, something that's within you. It's going to take a lot of determination, perseverance, persistence for you to get there. But what I'm getting for some of you, what I'm hearing is, I'll show you. It's as if what is being driven, or this here, this Ace of Wands, what's driving you, the fuel behind what is keeping that torch or starting that torch, starting that wand, is you're coming from a place of where you may have missed out on something, or someone has doubted you. There's been a shortfall or something, and whatever it is or whoever it is that you're committing yourself to now, it's for the long haul. That King of Pentacles, that's an energy of not expecting results straight away. It's a heavy investment. It's about the graft, the determination, and thinking of the bigger picture as well. But this is a striving. This is a striver, someone who wants to provide not just for themselves, but looking at the bigger picture as well. And as well, is driven by the past. And that's where I'm getting the vibe through of, if this isn't you, it's somebody that you're within close proximity to, that you may be revisiting again. But this doesn't mean it has to be the same person that you're bringing into the reading with you. There may be two people within the dynamic as of this moment. Let's have a delve then. Let's see where we're at. What can you give me, please, Spirit? Wow, that card shot out. We have got your energy, Ten of Pentacles, it's in reverse. I feel there's been a shortfall here. There may have been some type of upset, maybe over money. I also feel as well that someone's been taken advantage of, possibly yourself, or someone's being blamed. Maybe you've taken advantage of somebody, or you're having blame put onto you, Virgo, that someone thinks you've taken advantage of them. That's kind of what I'm getting through. There's like a blame here. Something's been taken for granted. Okay, and then the next card out of the deck, we have Three of Swords, Libra energy. And then I'm hearing again, I'll show you. There's that I'll show you energy. So what else can you give me, please, Spirit, on the Pentacles in reverse and Three of Swords? Two of Wands. Typically Aries energy, doesn't have to be. And the King of Pentacles, some read it as Capricorn, others read it as Aries, Taurus. So there is quite a bit of Aries coming into this reading. Also Capricorn and Aquarius as well, because I know some of you like to know your signs up to now. What else can you give me, please, Spirit, on this Two of Wands? Eight of Wands. Something's come in swiftly here, or there's been I'm hearing extreme. Someone's going to the extreme here. I'm hearing panic. I feel that extreme or the extremities. That could be prompt moving on, swift moving on. It doesn't just have to be communication, but that's coming from that ignition, that start, that beginning, where someone's had a shortfall here. It's created some upset because they've had to come to a decision and they've decided to move on. And I feel someone started putting the work back in, possibly you, Virgo, or you're surrounded by somebody at the moment that's putting the work in with you. But for some of you, I don't feel it's the same person that you're also bringing into the reading with you. There's an additional person here. Wanted to move you around there, guys. Okay, so how your party's coming into the reading as of this moment. This is whoever you're investing, or your cards are shooting out already. Whoever you are investing your thoughts into as of this moment. This is their energy coming into the reading. This is what Spirit is picking up. Can you hear this? There's something that needs to be said here. There's some type of reunion. Yeah, and there we have it. The Empress. There's a wanting to... There's more commitment that's wanted here. There is. I feel you may have been in a third party with this person before. Now this isn't going to be for all of you. And it's been pushed to the side, or it's been stopped. And this person really has gone through some type of change on a spiritual level. Or they may feel if they're returning now, they're able to return with more. Or recognising that the place that they're coming from, or what they've got, is they should be grateful for. There's something about gratitude here and not taking advantage. What else can you give me on this, please, Spirit? Next card. Pisces, Aries energy with your Queen of Wands. Went quiet then. There's a wanting to offer this passionate exchange. It's there within the thoughts, but it's just not happening at the minute. I feel like there's a constant ruminating or going over of something in this party's mind, of how they're gonna plan to move something forward passionately, but they're not actually doing anything about it. They're kind of creating this scenario within their head, but they're not moving it forward. The Queen, she's someone that sits back. She's not on a lesser level than the King. She's just somebody that sits back, and there's that card that come out. There's a constant going round within the mind, but not coming to any resolve. Maybe even purposely keeping themselves in that energy. That can be hyperactivity as well. It doesn't just have to represent stress. It can mean, stress on the body, but it can be hyperactive within the mind, overstimulation. The Queen has got more of a creative flair. She isn't on a lower level than the King. They're both equal. But where the King is more assertive and where he applies himself and goes after it, the Queen is kind of sitting back, sitting off the King's shoulder. More suggestive. Why don't you look at someone from this angle or that angle, or has more of, as I said, that creative flair to her. I feel that's what the person or your person coming into the reading, your party, That's where they're at this moment. I feel they've gone through a transition themselves with this Empress energy. Or that may even be their party, who they're involved with. Remember, not gender specific. That's blocking them being able to get to you at the moment. And this is you, this Queen of Wands, because the Queen of Wands can be seen, remember, they're not gender specific, as the third party. But there's a stress here. There's a stress for this person coming into the reading, that they ever can't reach you. I do feel it isn't, they're not able to communicate something to you at the minute, or they can't quite get this communication to you. Or if it isn't that they can't deliver this message, it's that they're blocking themselves from delivering this message. Yeah, look, there's at the bottom, Page of Pentacles. There's a wanting of delivering of a message here. And then the next card out of the deck is the Moon energy, Cancerian energy. I've got a feeling for some of you, you may have posted on social media and it's got them all caught up. And they can see that you're looking passionate, desirable, possibly even moving forward. And they're in a better place now. They've got more to offer. Not that you was asking that of them, but you've moved on. But they felt they needed to give you more. Maybe you were involved in a third party connection before, and they feel now they've elevated, they've developed. And this may be where this Ten of Pentacles in reverse has come in at the top. You felt they were already at the Ten of Pentacles. They had everything that you wanted them to have, but they felt they was lacking. There's stress here. The stress, or this was the fear that I was sensing at the beginning. I'm not sure if I thought it or I said it. Because I feel they may be watching some of you on social media. You may have moved on. And they're watching from a distance. You may have recently posted and haven't posted for some time. And you've taken them by surprise. You really have. Okay, this King of Swords in reverse that's up at the top. Typically Capricorn, Aquarius energy. Doesn't have to be. I feel this is them being silent. I don't feel it is Six of Cups. I don't feel it's that they're ignoring you. I feel it's just lack of action. Lack of moving forward. Not doing anything about the situation. I do feel there's a stubborn vibe to it. There's somebody here that has a lot of people gravitating towards them, maybe in quite a highly regarded position, shall we say. Maybe something within the military. Maybe someone who feels they're held in quite high regard above others within a family. But they're not able to implement any change at the moment. If it isn't that they're not able to implement it, maybe because of children that are in the way, then this is a stubbornness that they don't want to, because they're not used to putting themselves out there in case of the knockback. They hold themselves in higher regard than that. They don't want to do it. So they're sitting off, watching at a distance, waiting until the opportunity comes in. I'm getting kind of a Six of Swords type energy at the moment, moving to calmer waters. And then they can approach you, because then there'll be less of a chance of them getting knocked back. I feel there's an ego at play here. If it is that your party, whoever it is you're bringing into the reading with you, you've stopped being involved with them. So this may be this King of Swords, if you recognise that energy, and you've now gone back to somebody from the past, or a long-term partner, something like that. I feel they may now be witnessing from a distance, you now being, basically you're recovering from a difficult period with a previous partner, if that's the case. But how they feel towards you, they do want to offer you something, they do, but they're not willing to put themselves out there. They're not. Spirit's telling me to take, yeah, there we go. Because they're being blocked, or that's their ego. It doesn't always have to be a person, an addiction, or bondage, or anything like that. Control. It can just be, not just, but it can be the ego that's blocking them. They're not prepared to put themselves in a position of what they feel is vulnerability. There's a strong Capricorn within this reading. And somebody is really wanting to communicate, strongly communicate, or get off their chest what they want to say, but they just can't, and I can't place where this energy sits at the moment. And the next card at the bottom of the deck is more Capricorn energy. 2 of Pentacles. Your party, I feel, they may be with someone else as well at the moment, and they don't know whether to play it safe or take the risk and say something to you. They're wondering if the grass is greener on the other side, if it's really worth it, if it's worth all the fuss and upsetting a situation, whatever it is that's established at the minute. I feel there is some type of establishment, some type of development moving forward. Because of that 10 of Pentacles that is there, I don't feel there's a lack here. There's a lot of work and graft that's been put into for this person to develop to where they're at, to get the respect that they want. But there's a big risk vibe here. Now, if this isn't the ego, this devil energy, I feel it may be your party, of who you are involved with, if you're involved with somebody, or the obstruction that's in the middle. That may be your party if you have children with your ex and they're still in the mix at the moment because they have to be, but they're seeing it as a threat and it's overwhelm for them. They can't seem to see beyond it. The Death card then. So where this is placed within the spread, this is what is going on within your party's environment as of this moment, okay? So there's some type of transformation going on here. Something heavy, I feel. It really is. Energy consuming, energy sapping, shall we say. What can you give me on this Death card energy, please, Spirit? King of Swords in the upright. So now there is a taking action. And 3 Swords again. This is why Spirit wanted me to change the deck. I feel there's more being asked of your party at this moment. I feel there's more commitment, and they know there's more commitment being asked of them, and they know they're going to have to move forward, but they don't want to. I feel they're with somebody else. This isn't going to be for all of you, but there's upset here because they don't know what to do. They don't know whether to move towards you or to stay where they're at because it's safer. But they know if they stay where they're at, they're going to have to go deeper. They're going to have to get more committed. They know there's going to be more asked of them. What can you give me, please, Spirit? Yeah, the happy ever after. 10 of Cups. Pisces energy. And success. Someone's made something clear. Not an ultimatum, but what they want. They want to move things along, and this King of Swords knows at some point he's going to have to take action. And I feel why he's not taking action with you, he knows something's simmering and he's going to have to take action with the other party that he's with. Now, this 3 of Swords, yeah, it is upset, but that's such a generalised, I mean, it can be depression, it can be stress, It can be resistance, but it's wherever it's impacting the heart. It can be pain. And it can be that resistance from the happy ever after, because someone's making something clear of what they want, and they want that success. And they don't know whether they do. They're trying to bring an end to it. Someone is dodging here. Someone is absolutely dodging, and I feel it's your party. I feel it's your party. They're trying to dodge that. They know, they're waiting. If it hasn't been said to them already about something more committal, let's move in, let's get married, let's get engaged, whatever it is, let's have a baby. It's coming, and they're trying to avoid it. Okay, so what have we got here with this star energy then, please, Spirit? Now, the place this is in within the spread, this is what they want from the connection with you as of this moment, what your party wants from the connection with you, Virgo. So what can you give me on this star energy, please, Spirit? 5 of Cups. They're so disappointed. They're so down. They really are upset about this here. They're trying to recover, but it's just not. I'm even getting the vibe that they're willing to take back on that third party connection just so they can be close to you. So they can tiptoe their way back in with you. Because that's a safer option than putting it out there how they feel and them getting rejected. At least if they're tiptoeing the way in and it's a player type energy, they'll be able to put the senses out there and know whether they've got a chance with you or not. And it'll be a gradual letdown than what it'll be if they were just told no. The ego is a massive part for them here. They seem in such a fragile position because they want to move things forward. Absolutely. There's the Chariot. And they know it's not going to be easy. And I think that's because of all the complication that's involved. I feel from some of you, you come from very well established there's a wealth here, high-end jobs, and I feel one of the parties, maybe some of you Virgos, you're walking away from a lot to be with this person, and that's what frightens them. There's a fear that they may not deliver. Or there's been a purchase made here. Maybe you've put it out there on Facebook that you've purchased a car, or you've moved forward towards a purchase, or you've gone away on holiday with this Chariot energy, but they're taking that as it's a success, where you may just be seeing that as it's a purchase. That's what you needed to do. It was what's necessary at the time. But they're seeing it as you're moving on. Yeah, and it's created a tower moment for them, but they know whatever they come to you with, it's really going to shake things up, and they do not know what to do. And then next out of the deck is the 6 of Pentacles. Typically Taurus energy, doesn't have to be, but that's about coming together again, or can be seen as coming together again when you have been at maybe each other's throats, not seeing eye to eye, but now he's sharing a new level of understanding, and there's compassion there between both of you. And I don't know whether that's how they're feeling towards you, what they want from the connection with you. That may be for some of you, or what they're observing following this tower moment. But there's a watching from a distance here. there really is some upset, and I'm just seeing somebody with the head in the hands, that Nine of Swords energy, where they're in bed, and this is just constant going over within the mind. Okay, so Queen of Cups energy here. This is guidance from Spirit of what they're suggesting you do at the moment, Virgo, to keep yourself energetically moving forward. Okay, so Queen of Cups can be somebody that can externalize. So instead of looking at her own emotions, she can look at the emotions of others that are around her. She's able to offer the empathy or the compassion, but it's to stop herself from going within. Okay, but what Spirit is trying to get you to recognize here is to keep on top of those emotions. Don't try and avoid them. And by recognizing them, maybe even meditating and keeping on top of them, you're regulating them as well, and you're keeping yourself in that place of self-awareness. You'll be more grounded, and you'll be in tune with where you're really at. Because that Queen of Cups, she is an emotional person anyway. Remember, it's not gender specific, but by putting it out there and taking care of everyone else's needs before your own, you will be depleting yourself. And if this is the type of dynamic you're set up in at this moment, you need to make sure that you're coming from a grounded perspective, because there's a lot caught up in this here. I'm sensing it. I'm feeling it. And if this energy, this person is going to come to you with some type of proposal, it's going to be heavy. It's just what I'm feeling. It's not going to be easy. I'm getting the vibe that now that you've moved on, they're going to come in now, and you're going to be saying, but now? You're coming to me now? It's as if they may have knocked you back in the first place, and then now you've moved on. They're coming in now to say, well, yeah, I do want you now. I didn't see it back then, but now you've moved on. I see it now. And you're saying, but now? So it's about remaining, or trying to remain grounded, recognizing those emotions that are going on within, and being kind to yourself, keeping yourself regulated, or regulating those emotions, and trying to recognize the situations that you're putting yourself into, of whether they're healthy situations as well. And if you don't think that they are, and it's quite a negative environment, if you can, try and exit that environment. If you can't and you need to be there, at least try and meditate after you've been, or just be outside within nature, even if it's just for 10 minutes without your phone, to try and ground yourself again. I hope this has been okay, Virgo. Sending massive hugs your way, and look forward to catching up with you in November. Over and out. Bye.